12 days until restoring love. I want you to go to mercury1.org right now, and if you don't have tickets, you can get some. We released a few hundred tickets today. This is it. This is the last. This is what's called the production hold. Every show holds on to a few hundred tickets. It's called a production hold, and we released them today. Raj is here with all of the latest information on what's happening. It's going to be a very busy week next week, Raj.
And I want to talk about Friday, the day of service. I'm so excited for this. Now, it's a massive event, obviously. We have, I think, 305 places people can volunteer. Thousands and thousands of people are coming for this thing.
I don't think anybody's ever done this before, have they?
No.
Yeah.
And when I think about it, like, this is the reason I'm here. Like, this is amazing. But there's a couple specific, when you get into the detailed stories of some of these people, it just kind of warms your heart. Let me tell you about Terry. So Terry has her own tractor trailer, and she wanted to come and use it at the food drive. But, Operation Blessing gave 11 trucks, which filled our needs. So, I mean, they were a blessing. We didn't need it. So we're like, Terry, we have those 11 trucks, we're good. And she was persistent and insistent, and she was a little entrepreneur, and she's like, no, I'm gonna make this happen. I want to help out.
It's amazing how many people are like that. Won't take no for an answer. Like, they'll find a way, and they'll be like, oh, I got something better then.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So she wants to bring her truck from Gulfport, Mississippi to Dallas, and then, in Dallas, pick up the food and drive to New Orleans. But she was saying, I don't want to drive from Gulfport to Dallas with an empty truck. That's just a waste of a truck. So she has decided to fill this truck with supplies to be used on the day of service. And she contacted Tea Party members, 912 Project people, churches, Mercury One people, all over the state of Mississippi and beyond. And they're filling this truck with supplies to use on the day of service, and then to take all that supplies out and then fill it with food and take it to New Orleans. And this is one woman who's just like, I'm going to do it.
Fantastic.
And by the way, it's her birthday, so.
Today's
her birthday.
Happy birthday,
Terry.
Happy birthday, Terry.
So yeah, another cool story I thought that was pretty neat is there's so many things going on. We're volunteering at nursing homes. We're doing all these really great things. And one of the things that we're doing is helping people out with, kind of getting their home back in order. And so we need, weeds cleared and trees cut down and all that stuff. So we need supplies for that. And one of the supplies you need is a chainsaw. And so we had this guy say, hey, I'll bring my chainsaw to Dallas, but I just need to get on the airplane. And we're like, okay. And he's like,
wait, is that a problem? No. Is that a problem?
So we're like,
a chainsaw on the airplane?
So TSA, I know you won't let me bring my toothpaste on, but I'm going to have a chainsaw. Is that cool?
Right.
And obviously it wasn't. So we actually have these 3 people from Florida bringing chainsaws. They're driving. And the punchline is that these 3 people are 3 ladies in their 80s bringing chainsaws.
That is
So look out for the 80-year-old chainsaw people in the best way possible.
This car was only driven once from Florida to Texas by 3 old ladies with chainsaws.
Yeah, so we got a lot of...
Did you hear about the guy who only has, like half a heart or like 70% of his heart or some story like that?
There's all these emails that we were trying to pick which one to go through. That
there's like some guy who, and the doctors are like, no, don't, no, you can't. He's like, it's restoring love. I got a heart. I have only half a heart. I'm going, and he's coming.
And you were talking about the guy whose daughter was having a wedding on that same day.
Right.
And his daughter
postponed the wedding. It's crazy.
Friday, July 27th is going to be a day that I know I'm going to be proud about 80 years from now.
My daughter started volunteering today. She just came in from New York. She started volunteering today, and she was so nervous because I've talked about these volunteers, and she was so nervous about being my daughter and then volunteering. And these people, and I told her last night and again this morning, I said, these people have busted their butts. These people, some of them have given up jobs. Some of them are living in hotels on their own dime. Some people are living with each other, like, a whole bunch of them together, and they've spent months preparing this event.
Yeah.
It's really amazing.
It's going to be amazing.
It's really amazing.
Now, I have some questions from Facebook, one of which I thought was just really a good question to ask you, if you don't mind me asking. It's from John Powell, and he said, I like this question. What will the outcome need to be in order for this entire event to be deemed a success by you?
This event is not about the one day. It is. It really is. This is it. I'm not doing another one of these. I'm not. And you have me on tape. I'm not going to do another one of these. It's honor, courage, love. So first of all, you were putting all three of them together. You have to have all three of those qualities to be able to heal our country. What makes this a success is if people go home and complete it. And there is, I mean, you know, I read the speech. It's about 95% done, my final speech for the weekend. And it's always been written a day ahead. This, I think, is going to be the best speech I've ever given.
Wow.
And it is really good. My daughter and I were driving in this morning, and I'm reading it to her, and we're both just crying. I mean, it's a really good, uplifting speech. And it talks about how this is the beginning of something. This isn't the end.
Right.
This is the beginning. It's the turning of the key. And I think you'll have to judge yourself on how this is a success, because there's multiple parts. We're going to feed 11 cities.
Right.
Over 1 million people will get food. How do your children feel about service when they came? I mean, that's incredible. How does Free Pack happen? How about the women in the women's conference? How are they going to be affected and raise their children different? Have you seen the women's conference yet?
Yeah.
That thing is coming together like, it's unbelievable. And we've never even talked about the women's conference. And the event itself. How does that change the individuals that are there in a sold-out stadium? I mean, that's incredible.
So what I'm getting is it isn't about selling out Dallas Cowboy Stadium.
No.
It's about the effect that it has on your heart to
this
go home
really
and
only
change.
the effect, again, like restoring honor where we started. How does it affect your heart? It's going to affect you in a big way. We'll see you next week from Dallas. Good night, America.